The world is full of laws meant to keep order. Don't steal, don't speed, pay your taxes, or at least pretend you're trying. But then, scattered across different countries, there are laws that make you pause and ask, who exactly thought this was necessary? And more importantly, why hasn't anyone repealed this nonsense yet? Today we're diving into bizarre, funny, and absolutely real laws that are still technically on the books. These aren't dusty rules from medieval times. Nope. These are enforced, and you could genuinely get fined, arrested, or at least scolded very awkwardly if you broke them. 1. Singapore. No chewing gum allowed. Welcome to Singapore, land of spotless streets, futuristic architecture, and an ironclad war against chewing gum. Since 1992, Singapore banned chewing gum because people kept sticking it under train seats, in keyholes, and basically everywhere except their mouths. Imagine being a tourist, jet-lagged, popping a stick of gum at the airport, only to get stopped by customs. Sir, do you have anything to declare? Yes, just my orbit spearmint. And boom, suddenly you're a criminal. While some medicinal gums are allowed, like nicotine gum with a prescription, the casual bubble blower has no rights here. Spit it out or face a hefty fine. Singapore doesn't play around. Your jaws can chew food, but not gum. 2. Switzerland. No flushing toilets. After 10 p.m., apartments. In Switzerland, neighbors are sacred. So sacred that flushing a toilet in your apartment after 10 p.m. could be considered noise pollution. Landlords and local ordinances sometimes forbid it, meaning you might be forced to live with the consequences of that late-night curry until morning. Picture this. It's midnight. Your stomach regrets every decision you've ever made, and you're standing over the toilet whispering, "I'm so sorry." The law basically forces you to negotiate peace with your digestive system. It's not heavily policed, but yes, technically, you could be reported by a neighbor. The real crime, though? Your bathroom at 7 a.m. 3. Japan, no being overweight, the Metabo Law. Japan actually has a national law regulating waistlines. Known as the Metabo Law, companies and local governments measure the waistlines of people aged 40 to 74 every year. If your belly circumference is above the limit, 33.5 inches for men, 35.4 for women, you're officially labeled as at risk. Imagine the awkward company health day. Good morning. Please step up and let us measure your prosperity circle. The government insists it's to reduce health costs, but it feels bizarre to think your belt size could technically break the law. Somewhere in Japan, someone is sneaking donuts in the shadows, whispering, "Forgive me, Emperor." 4. France. No flying UFOs in Châteauneuf-du-Pape. This is a French town that decided to cut the nonsense before it happened. In 1954, the mayor passed a law banning the landing of flying saucers in the vineyards of Châteauneuf-du-Pape. Yes, UFOs are illegal. Imagine ET showing up in France, thirsty for wine, only to get fined. Sorry, little guy, we don't allow your kind of spacecraft here. It's still on the books, and while no aliens have challenged it yet, you know the mayor went home very smug thinking, problem solved. No aliens on my watch. 5. Canada. No too loud. Doorbells in Petrolia, Ontario. In the quiet town of Petrolia, Ontario, Canada, it's illegal to ring a doorbell too loudly, whistle too enthusiastically, or yell in the streets. The bylaw literally says yelling, shouting, hooting, whistling, or singing is prohibited. So imagine being a delivery guy, ringing the doorbell normally, and suddenly you're public enemy number 1. Put your hands where I can see them, sir. That doorbell ding? Way too aggressive. The town claims it's to maintain peace and quiet, but peace at what cost? A silent world where even your Amazon delivery is contraband. 6. Italy. No sandcastles in Heraclea. Nothing says summer like building a sandcastle. Unless you're in Heraclea, Italy, where sandcastles are outlawed. The reasoning? They obstruct the passage. Authorities say elaborate sand sculptures block beach pathways and annoy other tourists. Picture little Marco, 7 years old, spending 3 hours building his sand masterpiece. Suddenly, a beach cop shows up. "I'm sorry, kid. This is a Class B sand felony." The irony is that tourists can still bring massive umbrellas, coolers, and inflatable unicorn floats that also block the way. But heaven forbid your sandy fortress gets in the way. 7. Samoa. Forgetting your wife's birthday is illegal. Husbands of Samoa, beware. Forgetting your wife's birthday is not just bad manners, it's literally a crime. The Samoan government understands the pain of neglected anniversaries, so they made it illegal. Imagine the interrogation. "Sir, do you know why you're here?" "No." "Exactly, you forgot. Step into the cell." We don't know how often it's enforced, but the threat alone probably keeps Samoa's florists in business. If you live there, set 47 reminders on your phone. Your freedom depends on it. 8. Thailand. Don't step on money. In Thailand, stepping on money is against the law. Why? Because Thai currency features the king's face, and stepping on it is considered an insult to the monarchy. Imagine dropping a coin, it starts rolling away, and your instinct is to step on it. Suddenly, bam, you've committed royal disrespect. "Sorry, officer, I was just trying to save 10 baht." It sounds funny, but it's taken very seriously. Tourists have been warned about this one. So next time you're clumsy in Bangkok, maybe just let that coin go. 9. Greece. No high heels at ancient sites. Athens, home of the Parthenon, also home of a rule you never saw coming. No high heels allowed at ancient monuments. In 2009, Greece banned them because sharp heels can damage the stones. Imagine showing up in your glamorous stilettos ready for an Instagram photo shoot and a guard stops you. "Excuse me, madam, those shoes are a threat to democracy." It's bizarre but honestly makes sense. Better to save the Acropolis than risk it turning into a pincushion. Still, it means fashion victims must choose history or heels. 10. Australia. No changing a light bulb without a licensed electrician. In Victoria, Australia, it used to be illegal for unlicensed people to change their own light bulbs. The logic, electrical safety. The reality, pure comedy. Imagine sitting in darkness, staring at a burned out bulb while waiting for a licensed electrician. "Hello, yes, it's dead again. Please come over." "No, I can't touch it. That would be illegal." The law has since been relaxed, but technically, for years, Aussies lived under the constant terror of DIY lighting crime. A brave nation, humbled by a 60-watt bulb. 11. Denmark. Naming your baby is strictly controlled. In Denmark, you can't just name your child whatever you want. There's a government-approved list of about 7,000 names, and if yours isn't on it, you must apply for special permission. So yes, little Apple or XEA12 would be rejected at birth. Imagine proudly telling your family, "We've decided to name him Thor Lord of Thunder Johnson," only to get a government email. "Denied. Try again." 12th. England. No handling salmon. Suspiciously, yes, this is real. Under the Salmon Act of 1986, it's illegal in England to handle salmon in suspicious circumstances. The law was meant to crack down on illegal fishing, but the wording is so vague it's hilarious. Picture this. You're walking down the street clutching a salmon like it's a briefcase. A police officer stops you. "Excuse me, sir, why is that fish looking so suspicious?" 13. Germany. Running out of fuel on the Autobahn. In Germany, stopping on the Autobahn is a crime unless it's a real emergency. And running out of gas? Not considered a valid excuse. It's your responsibility to plan ahead. Imagine cruising at 150 miles per hour when your fuel light comes on. Suddenly, you're sweating more than your engine. If you stop, you're not just stranded, you're a lawbreaker. In Germany, running out of fuel isn't just embarrassing, it's criminal. 14. USA, Alabama. No ice cream in your back pocket. In Alabama, it's illegal to walk around with an ice cream cone in your back pocket. The law dates back to the 1800s, when sneaky horse thieves would lure animals away without technically stealing them, by tempting them with pocket ice cream. Imagine explaining this to a cop. "Sir, why is there rocky road in your jeans?" "It's not what it looks like." Yes, America, where your dessert can make you a criminal mastermind. So, what have we learned today? Humanity can build pyramids, split atoms, and land rovers on Mars, but we still write laws about gum, toilets, and sandcastles. On one hand, these bizarre laws show how culture, history, and even petty annoyances can become legislation. On the other hand, they remind us that humans are gloriously weird, and we've always tried to control life's chaos with rules, even when the rules themselves are absurd. So next time you complain about speed limits, just be glad you're not in jail for whistling, chewing gum, or building a sandcastle.